What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Brevard College Disc Golf Course for another mid-range or Monday mid-range madness. We have a slot that I didn't really have during the Christmas season and something that I really could have used, especially on the super windy courses. The disc that I have currently in that slot is the Luxe Vapor Mutant. We are pairing up the Mutant versus the Andrew Presnell 2024 Tour Series Jawbreaker Z-Flex Swarm. That is a mouthful and a half. Really pretty, really cool plastic, very gummy. This Luxe Vapor has some good give and gum to it. Let's see how they match up. We're going to start off on hole number 1. We're going to go Mutant and then Swarm, big flex forehand. Ooh. Swarm looked like it got a little bit more of a wind lift than the Mutant did. So we'll see. I think the Swarm did go a little bit further, which means first point goes to the Swarm. Hole 3 for us is going to be just a little forehand hyzer, but with these, because they are a little bit more dumpy, they're both 5304. Gonna give them very, very flat, maybe a touch of anhyzer. Watch how they fight out. Swarm taking the first 2 points because of weird wind gusts, I guess. The Andrew Presnell Swarm, this plastic feels really good. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Discraft plastic, but whatever they do, their Z-Flex or their Crystal Flex, it does actually feel pretty good. Hole 4 is 274 feet. We're going to try to go with a little flex, real touchy backhand shot, try to park this basket. Okay, overcommitted on the anhyzer on that. And undercommitted. Well, Swarm takes 3 points. Just over 300 feet, 3 unanswered points from the Swarm. Let's see if the Mutant can come back. Gonna go flex forehand into the headwind. That stalled and came back too far. If this is anywhere close to good, it's gonna beat that. Swarm. What is going on? The Swarm is kicking the Mutant's butt right now, which is weird because I normally throw the Mutant. Maybe I should have been throwing the Swarm this whole time. 4 unanswered points from the Swarm. Let's see if the Mutant can come back here. This is hole number 9, 260 feet. We're just gonna go with the hyzer, try to actually place the shot. We're gonna try to ace. If we ace, that disc gets the point. If we don't ace, the furthest far and right gets the point. Ooh, that's short. I don't know. That's gonna be, I'm gonna have to go check, because Mutant definitely further right, which makes it more overstable, right? Theoretically speaking, I think the Mutant is actually a little bit more stable than the Swarm is, But do I want that extreme of overstability? That's the question I find. That's the question I find myself pondering these days. Do I actually need that much overstability? And while right now it feels pretty calm, maybe we need to redo this battle on a windier day and then just keep throwing into the headwind until I figure out which one I want. All right, Mutant taking a point back up over the Swarm because it is the same distance but more right. Mutant finally with a point here. We're gonna go flex forehand through the middle gap. Swarm is still at 4. Mutant 1. Beefy. Oh boy. Well, I guess Mutant was closer to the center gap, so Mutant takes the point here. That was not what I wanted to happen. This is the headwind hole that we needed. Mutant with 2, Swarm with 4. We're gonna go backhand flex. Oh. That's gonna be, I'm gonna have to figure out where those went because those are both pretty bad. 5, 2. Basically already won. We are going to finish out though, just to see if this would have come back. However, this leads me into an interesting predicament. When it's super windy, I think I do actually need the Mutant, but every other time my normal dumpy overstable might just happen to be the Swarm. So maybe I'll switch back and forth, or maybe I'll just stick to one and become really good at the one. We're going to try this. It's 230 feet, just a dumpy hyzer, Swarm, and then Mutant. I never get him up the hill. That's dumb. Yeah, normally they do that. They normally just kind of hit and sit at the bottom. I'm very confused, very conflicted, and it's possible that the Mutant might be seeing the end of its days in my bag. I love the disc. It's phenomenal at what it does, but it's possible that I might just, because I'm not throwing as many flexes and not throwing as many anhyzer releases, maybe I don't need something that overstable anymore. So, Swarm with 6, Mutant with 2. Hole 13 is just under 250 feet. We're going to throw it at the fence and hope we fade because should do it. Perfect. Also perfect. I think it might be on top of the Swarm. That isn't mainly a difference in the disc. That is, I cooked the Mutant just a tiny bit harder. So it's a tiny little extra correction that me, because I played for so long, I played enough holes with just these 2 discs. Now I'm starting to figure out the differences and the minute details. And now I can basically place one on top of the other. I am not joking. I literally put them on top of each other. We jumped up to hole 15. They're sitting right on top of each other. I don't really know what to do unless we give them both a point. So let's do that. What is this now? 6? No, 7 to 3. We're gonna go flex forehand. Go in? No, short. Okay. Tailwind is pushing them down. Oh no, not like that. I didn't hear that. I'm gonna start walking that way and hopefully I find my disc. hole 17 is 277 feet. We're gonna play this one and hole 18. Just try to throw it at the basket. Hopefully we can ring it up. Swarm takes another point. The Mutant actually went further, but nowhere close to the accuracy required for that to matter. Ooh, I did flex that one a little bit too hard. Yeah, that's parked. That skipped right over. Okay, so another point to the Mutant, but not like it really matters. The Mutant is a more overstable disc than the Swarm. The Swarm is in a very overstable mid-range. The Mutant is a very overstable mid-range for Eagle McMahon, who is parked 700-foot baskets. Way harder than I can throw. Hole 18, 255, 4 to 8. Or 7 or whatever. It's not like it really matters. The Swarm has taken the point, or has taken the win long time ago, and I'm gonna be sticking a Swarm in my bag for at least a couple months. We're gonna take the Mutant out and put the Swarm in, figure out if I like it, and I might figure out that I threw really good for this video, but I don't throw that well all the time. I want to know that. Let's try to blow up the basket here. Oh, that's too low. Not like that. Swarm wins out today completely and utterly. So I know that there's a possibility that I don't like the Swarm, but the way it's played today, I think I'll really enjoy it. And unless it comes to really windy times, much lower to sea level, I don't think the Swarm's gonna have any issues fighting the headwind. Hopefully you enjoy content like this. Please come back every Monday for another mid-range madness video. If you enjoy content like this, please make sure to like the video. If you want to see new stuff, make sure to comment all that down below, especially discs you want to see me pair up against either the Mutant or the Swarm. Please make sure to subscribe. It helps you guys out with these subscriber-only giveaways. Definitely helps me out as well. And until next time, I will see you out on the course.